So for the necklace, this is what it looks like. I think it looks really pretty. It just hangs like beautifully right on your décolleté, and it's actually pretty simple to make. So the first thing that you need for this is a pair of scissors. You're also going to need some pliers, like jewelry pliers, and then some sort of string. I'm using fishing wire, which works really well because it's thin and clear and you can't see it at all. And then a clothespin of sorts. You're also going to need 4 jump rings, 1 lobster clasp to close it, and 6 crimp beads, or any type of crimp bead you want, and then some chain. You're also going to need whatever colors of beads you want to use. I used 4 different kinds, so I'm going to take my fishing line and just measure it out, and I'm just wrapping it around my wrist 3 times because that is how long I like it to be, and it's just an accurate measurement, and it works for me, so that's what I'm doing. And then I'm just going to cut that piece off, obviously, and then I'm going to cut 2 other pieces the same length as that because we need a total of 3 pieces. And like I said, this is just fishing line. I got it at Walmart for like $3 and it's gonna last me forever. Okay, so once you have all 3 pieces, you're gonna take them each and match up the ends so that you can find the very center of each piece of the fishing line or string or whatever you're actually using, and then just tie a knot so that there's a little loop in the top of it. And like I said, you're going to do that to all 3 pieces. Then you're going to take your crimp beads and place the knot right inside where it's going to be clamped down, and then close it. This is where your pliers come in handy. Mine have a flat edge made for crimp beads, but if you don't, you can just use the actual edge of the plier and that will work perfectly fine. So once you have all of those on, that's what it should look like, and you'll have 2 pieces of string coming out of each one. I'm going to start beading it. Now I'm beading the strands on each one different colors because that works for me. So here you can see I have the pink completely done, and I don't want the beads to fall off, but I can't tie the knot yet, so I'm just going to use my clothespin, which is why that comes in handy. So just put it onto the string and it just stops your beads from going anywhere. And then you can see I'm beading the next side of the string, and I'm doing this one with like white colored beads. They're kind of an off-white. Once they're done, I'm taking both and tying them in a knot together, and you want to make them as close to the beads as possible. Then take another crimp bead and close it over that knot, so you'll have like a loop of beads and each strand will be a different color. Now you don't have to do it that way, you can do it whatever way you want, but you can see I had 4 colors of beads, so I did 1 strand purple, 1 green, 1 white, 1 pink, and then for the third I did both of them multicolored, which is obviously all of the colors mixed together, and I just put them on randomly. That pattern just works for me. And then just snip off any extra ends. You're also going to need your chain. Just measure it around the size of your neck, whatever size you want it to be, and then just cut it in half so that both sides are exactly the same length. This is going to allow for you to put the lobster clasp on later. So here we are opening up one of the jump rings, and then you're going to slip on these like chains of beads, and I'm doing a solid colored one and then the multicolored in the center and then the solid ones again. That way when I braid them together, the multicolored one is in the center for most of the braid, which I think looks really cool. So attach all 3 of those and then one of the ends of your chain to that jump ring as well. Here I am struggling. Okay, so once it's on, take your jump ring and close it up again so that everything doesn't fall off. Then you're going to open another jump ring, and you're going to put the lobster clasp on, as well as the other end of that chain, the same chain that you attached to the beads, you're going to put on to this jump ring and then close that up. So that's what it should look like. Now for braiding, it makes it easier if you sit something heavy on the strand. So you can see I'm just putting my fishing wire down, but you could just tape it to your table or use a clipboard or whatever, and then just take the strands and braid them together like you'd braid your hair. So just the outside ones overlap, and just keep doing that until your entire necklace is braided together, basically. Here we are braiding. Oh yeah, braid, braid, braid. Braid, 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 braid. Okay, so you can see it's all braided together and the colors like weave nicely. You could do this all in one color. There's no rule saying you have to do multicolored. I just think that it looked cool multicolored. So then just take your next jump ring open it up and then link the bottom 3 through it. You're gonna have to be careful though, because you don't want them to come undone, and by undone I mean you don't want the braid to come undone while you're trying to link them together. So just do it quickly and carefully. So once you get all of those on, the next thing you're going to do is attach the other piece of chain and close it up. Then open your last and final jump ring and attach it to the end of the new chain that we have just attached. See how that makes sense? Okay. So attach it and then close it up, and you're completely done the necklace, as you can see here when I finish this, if I ever get it done. Okay, so it would connect like that, and you just have your beautiful necklace that you could wear, and I really like it. I think it looks really pretty. So, moving on for the bracelet. Okay, so this is what the bracelet looks like. It's the same thing, just the woven beaded braid thing. And you can see that I do have a chain on the backside because I find that if I wear full cuffs, my wrist gets too sweaty. I just don't like it. So I did do the chain so that it's not completely sealed off. Anyways, what you need: some scissors, pliers, same thread again, or cord, or whatever you're using. Once again, I'm using the fishing line. You're going to need a clothespin, 4 jump rings, a lobster clasp. And this is where it differs. You're going to need the 6 crimp beads again, but these ones are a lot smaller because your bracelet's smaller. So as you can see, the one at the bottom there is way bigger. That's the size we used for the necklace. And then just a tiny little piece of chain, like an inch or 2. So we're going to measure it the same way. Wrap it around your wrist 3 times and then cut it. And you're going to cut 3 pieces all of the same length. This is basically the same process that you do for the necklace. Tie it in a knot, and then add your crimp bead. And as you can see, this crimp bead is just smaller than the last one that we used. Then you're going to bead again. And okay, once everything is beaded, you're going to open your first jump ring, attach the strands of beads to it. Sorry, my nail polish is all chipped, guys. I should probably fix my nails. And then once you have that done, you're going to close that one. Open a new jump ring. You're going to attach the lobster clasp to that jump ring. And then you're going to attach the beads to that one also. And then just close that jump ring up. So that's what it should look like. Then you're going to braid it together. And once you're done braiding, you're going to open a jump ring and attach all of the crimp beads through the jump ring. Here we are, attaching them to the jump ring. Then once they're all attached, you're going to attach your piece of chain and close it up. And then your final task is to, once it's like that, you're going to open a new jump ring, attach the little end of the chain to it, and then close that jump ring up. And once you've done that, you've completed your set. You have a necklace and a bracelet. I really hope that you guys like this. Like I said, you can do it in any color you want. You could do all the same color beads. You could do bigger beads, smaller beads, whatever floats your boat. But I really hope you like it. I really like this, and I think it looks really cute and really fun for the springtime or summer. If you missed my last 2 videos, the one on the left is how to recreate a designer necklace that retails for more between $70 and $140 depending on where you buy it. And I recreated mine for $5. And if you click the video on the left, it's also a recreation video of one of Dulce Candy's looks that I did for a makeup contest. Feel free to check out either of these 2 videos or any other video that I've ever posted. Obviously, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!